Hi guys, Rachel here with the Cackling Moon. I wanted to come on here and film another video diary. It's been a while. Just trying to get a feel for my first week. It's been officially 1 week of working from home, so I just want to kind of recap on my week. Like, I wanted to just kind of share with you guys my experiences and like my thoughts and stuff of working from home and just how the first week went and how it feels and some of my goals and all of that good stuff. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So the first day of January, well, actually the 2nd of January was the first day of me working from home. That was the last day of my day job. I went into work that day. It was a Thursday. And I worked the 1 to 7 shift. So I was there all day, and my coworkers had a pizza party for me, so it was really sweet. We had pizzas, we drank like little fruit punches in the little in the little boxes that the little kids drink, you know. We had some breadsticks, there was like some wings, just a really delicious lunch pizza party kind of thing, and we had to like do it in between when we were all off desk, so we weren't all together in the room eating pizza at one point. Like we were kind of like in shifts. And so it was really fun, and it was bittersweet because I am going to miss my coworkers so much. I still keep in touch. Well, it's only been a week, but I plan on keeping in touch. I talk to them through Instagram DMs. Like, we have like a group chat that we're all in, and a couple of them I talk on sidebar, like one-on-one. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to keep in touch, and we already have plans for the 20th of January to go out to dinner for 2 of their birthdays. So 2 of them are Aquariuses, and one of them is on the cusp and the other one is a full-blown Aquarius. So it's gonna be fun to celebrate their birthdays and just go to dinner and see them all and get updates on how work is and all of that. So I'm looking forward to it, and I'm determined to keep those connections because they're really good people and I really enjoy them. So today I'm actually going to Ross. I'm gonna take myself out on a date. Today is my date day, I guess that makes sense. I caught up on all of my readings, so today I have literally 0 client readings to do, and it's a freebie day pretty much. Like, I'm just giving myself the day to film YouTube videos, but also just do whatever I want to do. So I just got done with breakfast. I just got done sweeping the kitchen because it was really bad, and I'm gonna be leaving in a little bit to go to Ross. Gotta go shopping within my means, though. I'm giving me a limit. But at Ross, I can always find really cute tops, like just cheapy clothes for cheap clothes for cheap. And that's what I need. I am shopping for my working from home wardrobe because I have shirts and stuff. I have a lot of like blouses and like slacks and my jeggings and stuff that I would wear to work. But the shirts that I would wear to work, some of them I still wear here at the house. But a lot of my work shirts are work shirts. Like, they feel like I'm going to work. I don't know if that makes any sense. And so I just feel like I need some casual clothes that I can just throw on when I'm here at home and still feel comfortable, but also look like I didn't roll out of bed. So, and I'm getting tired of wearing like the same 4 shirts that that I bought at Walmart. So I'm getting tired of wearing like the same old. So I have the intention of going to Ross to purchase some t-shirts, some shirts, solid colors, some really relaxed fitting, easygoing shirts. And I want to get some casual cardigans. So like, this is one of my favorites to throw on because it's really thin, and so it's an easy cardigan to just throw on and wear it around the house. So I kind of want to look for another one, but I just have the intention of just looking for specifically shirts. I don't need bottoms because I'm literally living in leggings, like literally LIL, living in leggings. It's the best thing ever, but at the same time, like, when it starts to warm up, I'm probably gonna be living in shorts. But I have a lot of shorts and all of that. So I don't necessarily need bottoms. I just need tops, like solid, stretchy, comfy t-shirts just to throw on and just so I feel like I'm somewhat put together. Without, you know, being in my pajamas, because I have specific clothes for pajamas, and then I have house clothes, which is like a level up from PJs. And they're like very casual where I'll still go out in them, but I wouldn't want to be like going out in them. And then I have like the next level is like my going out outfits, which is usually the ones that you see me posting on Instagram of my outfit of the day and stuff. So yeah, I'm looking for my new wardrobe is what I'm looking for. My husband thinks I'm crazy, but I need stuff to wear. I need to be casual, but I still need to like get dressed, because that was like some of you guys gave me that tip when I was asking for tips of like, I'm working from home, I need some tips. And a lot of you said to get dressed, like get dressed, put some makeup on if you want to, you know, make sure you're not just rolling out of bed and walking around in PJs all day, although I could do that if I want to. But a lot of you recommended to get dressed because that feeling of getting put together or somewhat put together it keeps you motivated to do work. And it's so true, because I know that if I put some makeup on like today, this has been like literally, you guys, this has been the makeup that I've been wearing for the most part. I put a full face of makeup on Monday, but that's because we went down the hill and we were visiting family and stuff. So but for the most part, I'm just putting on my eyebrows and a little bit of mascara, and that's pretty much my face. So it's still somewhat presentable, but it's my I'm working from home and I'm super casual face. So yeah, so I'll be saving money on my makeup, that's for sure. I won't have to be buying so much as often. So first day of like the day job. So like I said, January 2nd, last day of work, first day of working full time as Cackling Moon. So that was a Thursday, and then into the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it really felt like I was just still doing me, right? Because typically that would have been my 4-day weekend from work, and then I would have started work on Tuesday. So really, Friday through Monday was just like any old weekend. It felt normal to me. I had a lot of readings to do. I was trying to spend a lot of time with my hubby as well, because he only gets, this month, he's only getting Mondays and Tuesdays off each week. So those are the Mondays and Tuesdays are kind of like my days that I'm designating for him. So throughout the weekend, I was working on readings, and I had a shit ton of readings to do. None of them popped up, well, maybe 1 or 2, but most of them did not pop up on my YouTube channel, because I decided to keep a lot of the New Year readings unlisted, because they're just like same old, you know, like they're 2-part readings, and I'm just like, ugh, I don't want to like spam everybody's feed on YouTube with my year readings, because I had a lot of them. I was very blessed to get all of those orders in December, and I'm so grateful. But I kept them all unlisted. So my clients received all of their readings, and even though it doesn't look like I did a lot on YouTube, on the YouTube end, I did. So, so all weekend I was working on readings, and I had kept having the intention of working on my website, and I just never turned the laptop on. So I was really bad with that. And then Monday rolled around, and that's when my husband and we decided to drive down the hill. We went into town, and he had to get some stuff for his work, and then we went over to visit. No, he got stuff for work, and then we went to the library, and I checked out books, which is where I got Hidden Bodies, along with 6 other books. So I've been wanting to read. I have a lot of stuff to read, and I have it all on my bookshelf, but there's just nothing like cracking into a library book. And I'm a library kind of a girl, and so I may not be working in the library anymore, but I still will go to the library. And that was actually something that I did through the weekend. So I don't remember if it was, I think it was Saturday or Sunday. One of those 2 days, I actually went up to one of the other libraries up here. So I went to the one that's in the city that I live in, and it's cute. It's little. It's really, really tiny. It's probably as big as like the whole circumference of my house. It's tiny. They have a good selection, but they don't really get very many new books, and their young adult section is very tiny. And I like young adult books, and if I'm gonna check out books, it's got to be new young adult. Like, I like to get the latest, so that wasn't gonna work for me. So then on Saturday or Sunday, I drove to another library. I'm all red. Sorry, I've been scratching. I drove to another library not too far away, and I was disappointed. It's a tiny library. It's county owned. It's owned by the county, so the county like will own branches, like multiple libraries within one county. The thing with that is that it's for budgets, so they only give so much money to each of the libraries, and if you're like in one of the libraries in the middle of nowhere, which these ones are, you don't get a lot of love. So so a lot of the budget does not go to that library, and you could tell because a lot of their books are very dated. And I've worked in libraries for like 13 years, so I can tell just by looking at the library. Like, just by looking at what they have, you could tell. I mean, at least I could tell. I have an eye for it. Like, it's out of date. So their new book section was so sad. It was so sad. And I was just like, nope, this isn't gonna work for me either. So I'm spoiled because I worked in a library that constantly had a flow of new books. And then I've worked in other libraries that had constant flow of new books. So I'm a little spoiled in that aspect. So anyways, came home, told my hubby I was disappointed, and that's when I said, on Monday, if we have time after we go get your stuff, I would like to go check out the library and get like a shit ton of books that'll last me for like a month or a month and a half. So that's what we did. We stopped by the library. I literally told my husband, just wait for me. It won't take me that long. And I jumped down, went and got my card updated because it was expired. It was from one of the libraries I used to work at, and it's like the biggest. And it has constant new books, like new stuff all the time. Like every week they're putting stuff out. So I knew that's the library I wanted to go to. And it's closer to my mom's house. So I figured if I'm gonna go down and visit mom, we can always go to the library. That's the same one she uses. So it's like, we'll go be little nerds together and go check out the library once a month. So anyways, my trip literally took me like, I think my husband said it only took me like 20 minutes. He's like, that was fast. And I'm like, and I had like 7 books in my arms. Cause I kind of knew what I wanted. Like I knew I wanted to read Hidden Bodies. So I snagged that one because they had it. And literally at this library, I really only look at the new books section because their new books is like, they have like 4 bookshelves of new adult books, which is like sci-fi, fantasy, adult fiction, mysteries. So I mean, just by looking at 4 bookshelves full of new books, you can get everything you want right there. And then I went skedaddled over to the young adult section, and their new book section is 2 bookshelves as well. And so I'm like fishing through, and I'm like, okay, I got what I needed. So I didn't even look at the regular shelves except for Hidden Bodies. So it was a really good trip. It took me 20 minutes. We got back in the car, drove to his mom's. We ate lunch at his mom's, hung out for a little bit, and then did some last minute errands, and then we came home. So that was Monday. I don't even think I did readings on Monday. And then Tuesday rolls around. So that was yesterday. And yesterday I completed the last batch of New Year readings that I had on my list. So I filmed for like 2 hours. It was very exhausting. Those readings took a lot out of me. I'll admit they did. They were, I had a lot of people booking the $100 1 hour year view reading. And they were really good. Like, some of you guys are gonna have amazing 2020 years, like literally. But it was very overwhelming. If you can only imagine like filming for 2 hours, like doing an hour for one reading and then filming another hour for another reading. It was just a lot. But I was so focused. Like I was like, it's the 7th of January yesterday. And I'm like, I need to get these readings out there. Like we're already a week into the new year. Like that's not fair for these people who booked the last 2 readings that I filmed, they booked the 31st of December. So technically they only waited about a week, but I was like, I wanted to get these readings out earlier, and it didn't happen because I had more bookings than I was anticipating. So it was a great thing, but then it was like, oh my gosh, like it just piled up. So, so I finished the 2 readings yesterday, and then I told myself I was gonna get on my laptop and do my website, and I totally didn't do it. And then, but I did. So last night after my husband left for work, oh, that's the other thing. I cleaned around the kitchen a little bit, and then I made enchiladas. Oh, I went grocery shopping and I went and got enchiladas. Like I did a shit ton of stuff yesterday, you guys. I was just nonstop from like 10 a.m. to about 2 p.m. for like those 4 hours. Is that 4 hours? Yeah, 4 hours. I was doing the readings, I did the groceries, I came home, I prepared the enchiladas, I put them in the oven, I laid down on the couch. I was just like, and I had a glass, of margarita because I was just like, I'm done. Like, I am so done. And so once the enchiladas were done, like I let them cool off, and like, I told my hubby, I don't feel good. I feel really exhausted, like fatigued. And so I went and I took a nap. I think I crashed from 3 to 4:30. And then I got up at 4:30 and came back into the living room, and I was like, just kind of out of it. Like I felt so tired. I think my PMS is kicking in a lot. Like I've been craving chocolate, and I've just been really fatigued, and I was so bloated yesterday. So I feel like my period is coming. I bet you, like the full moon is, I think it's on the 10th, so it's in 2 days. I bet you it's either gonna start on the 10th or it's gonna start around sometime this weekend, if she wants to be on time. So we'll see about that. But I definitely am feeling the PMS. And then we ate, and my husband left for work a little bit early. So he left, I think he left around 8:30, and I started watching Messiah on Netflix. It's a show. It is so good. So I think I was like, I had to stop myself because I had already watched 2 episodes straight. And I was like, nope, I'm not binging. I need to like do my website. So I turned it off after the 2nd episode was done. And I'm so happy because now I have something juicy to watch tonight. And I literally turned on the laptop and I was like, I am going to work on my website. It is fucking 1 week into January. I need to do it. So that's what I did, and that's where I'm at. So here I am today. Last night I worked on the website. I updated most of my readings, and but I'm still kind of torn, you guys. Like, and I guess that's what I wanted to talk about today too. So my first week of working from home has been good. I think anything that I've learned, any lessons that I've learned so far is I have to have a strict schedule. Like, I don't want to feel confined to rules and a schedule, but at the same time, I need a strict schedule to keep me in check. So in my little business book, I had written out a tentative schedule that I wanted to maintain. And I gotta be honest, I really didn't keep up with it this week, but I also have to take into consideration the days off that my husband has. And I think that that's what I'm gonna do to correlate how my schedule is gonna look each week. Based on his days off, those will be my days off, because if I don't give myself time with him, I'm so tempted to just spend so much time with him. I'm tempted to spend time with him, and then I don't get my own stuff done. So I think instead of giving my days off as the weekend, like Saturday, Sunday, which was originally my plan, I think I'm going to give my days off are going to be his days off, and that's just the way it's going to be. And I won't do any readings those days. Those are my time. That's my time with him. The only things that I'll do is like social media updates and a YouTube video if I want to, like today I'm doing one. So, yeah, I think that's the only thing I'm going to make different with the schedule is that. But yeah, so my schedule hasn't been too great. Like I'm still struggling with the schedule thing. But as far as like personal time, like for me time, Like getting up and having my coffee in the morning, I still do it. But most of the time I'm making breakfast for my hubby because it's like he comes home from work in the mornings. So I like to have breakfast done for him. And then like right now he's crashed, like he's out. It's gonna be 10 o'clock. I had to wake up. Ugh, I just got my pen stuck in my hair. I had to wake him up to have breakfast because he knocked out as soon as he got home. But it's 10 o'clock. He's probably not gonna wake up till about 2. And usually once we hit like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, I try to like subtly try to get him awake, because if he could sleep longer, and then he gets mad if he sleeps his entire day away. So yeah, I'll bug him in like a couple hours. So yeah, so it's been good. It's been like a really good experience so far, but I do have to give myself time. So anytime I can, like, any little things to get out of the house, I will do it. So checking the mail. Our mailbox is a community box, so I'll walk to check the mail. Or I've been going outside to water my grass. Like, that's my thing. That's like little things that I like to do to give me something to do. Like one of the days I haven't had Starbucks every day, so I'm happy to report that. But one of the days I did go get Starbucks, just simply because I just wanted to get out of the house. And so I drove to Starbucks, and I specifically drove, I know this sounds so stupid, but I specifically drove to the Starbucks that I know is always busy, because I didn't mind sitting in the drive-through line, because it's just time out of the house, right? I made my Valentine's wreath for my house, and so I posted pictures of that on Instagram, and so that was like another thing. I went out and bought the stuff for it, came home, and I was working on it, and it just kind of, it was nice to get my mind off of tarot readings and into like an actual project where I could just kind of zone out. So little things like that I find is kind of, you know, I think I need to make sure I'm doing that once a month. Giving myself like projects aside from just tarot and house stuff. So house stuff, it's like I did laundry, I still have laundry day, I still have grocery day, you know, I still have like picking up around the house day and cleaning up after the cats. And so I have my chores here at home. I've been working on cooking more. So I bought like chickens and stuff. I'm gonna be doing crock pot recipes. I made enchiladas yesterday, so we have leftovers to keep us fulfilled for 2 days at least. So it's been good, but it's definitely an adjustment, because this week I could feel it like, oh, I'm like in my mind, I'm like thinking, okay, today's Wednesday, so today I would be working, and what would I be doing? So it's a little bittersweet, but at the same time I'm happy. So so that's why I'm giving myself a day date today. So I'm spending time with me until hubby gets up. I'm gonna go to Ross, like I said, pick up some stuff that I want, my new wardrobe, working from home wardrobe. I'm gonna see if I can find anything for the girls for their birthday gifts. If I find anything, I'll pick it up. If not, I kind of have an idea of what I'm gonna get them. And then that's it. Come home. Oh, probably pick up a sushi roll on my way home for lunch, because I plan on eating my enchilada for leftovers. So I'll just eat the sushi roll for lunch. I don't know, unless I do it opposite. Maybe I'll eat sushi for dinner so I won't have heartburn, and then eat my enchilada for lunch. Sometimes I have to like think ahead like that, because good old heartburn. But I think I'll be okay. And then what else? Yeah, just spending some time with myself. So just go shopping, get a sushi roll, bring it home, and chillax, just to get out of the house for a little bit. I think it's important that you do that. I'm talking as if I know what I'm talking about, because I've only been working out from home for like a week, but from what I can see, from what I can observe, and from what you guys have like told me as advice, it's nice to get out of the house and have some nice scenery, right? Whether you're working on the laptop at Starbucks, or you're going out for a drive, or you're going to, you know, go shopping like I am today, like something just to get out of the house, you know. And even like going outside and watering my grass for 15 minutes is like, nice, you know, and my grass needs it. Like it was, she was starting to get a little yellow. Like I'm like, I think the snowfall that we had the last couple weeks like killed her. So I'm like, I am determined to bring her back to life. So I've been like saturating her with water on top of like the sprinklers going off in the morning and in the evening. So I think she'll be green in no time. But yeah, so basically there's that. And then I updated the website last night, and you guys, I'm having a hard time with money. I'm having a hard time with like accepting that I am worthy of a certain dollar amount. I've always struggled with that. I've always had that problem. I've always wanted to be an affordable tarot reader, you know, a tarot reader for people on a budget and all of that. So I like to think that most of the time my readings have been very, very affordable compared to other readers and their prices. But I'm at the point now where, it's like I could have one affordable option, but it's not going to be a full-blown reading anymore. You know what I mean? Like I think I'm done with doing that because I value my time more, and now that I'm doing this full time, I really value my time. So, I was going through my prices and stuff on my website, and I can't bring it up because I'm filming on my phone. Let me see if I could pull up my laptop. Let's see if I could pull up the prices because I have them written here, but I changed. I was like going back and forth. And I changed some of them. So let me see if this will take forever to load up. It shouldn't because it's a new laptop. And then we'll see. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. But yeah, so coming up with the prices for my readings has been a challenge. A little bit of a challenge because I'm trying to be fair. Like I feel like I have to be fair, and that's the Pisces in me. Like I'm trying to make it fair for everybody. But at the same time, I need to be fair for myself. And it's like, I want to get compensated for what I know I'm worth. And I have a lot of positive reviews, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I get a lot of positive reviews. I get shit ton of emails from you guys, my clients, who will tell me that you, hang on. I can't type and talk at the same time. Well, I can, but sometimes I have to think. Okay. I get a lot of emails from my clients that and even clients will email me like a month to a year later after they got their reading. And you guys will tell me like, oh, this was so amazing, and this, it's just so nice. So when I weigh out like all of the positive reviews that I get, and then just like how many readings I do a month, I just think I need to be compensated for what I'm worth. But I have a really hard time with accepting how much I'm worth because for me, it's like money is always a touchy situation. It's always a touchy subject. It's like, I don't want to be expensive, but I don't want to be cheap either. Like, I feel like when you're too cheap, that people can misjudge that and take advantage. And they think that, you know, oh, like you're a bargain reader and you're not really that great. You know what I mean? Like, that's just, it's so stupid. Like, those are the stereotypes though. But okay, so for my readings, actually, you know what? I should make this another video so that you guys could see my updates, but whatever. I might change them. So so I have my website open. And basically, I'm going to keep the mini tarot reading as $25. So that's still the same. That's my bargain reading. So it's basically like a super cheap reading. 25 bucks is cheap. It's easy. But it's a 10-minute bite-sized reading. It's not going to be a 20-minute reading. It's not going to be a full-blown reading. It's a 10-minute bite-sized, one question only reading. Like, that's like, if you want to test me out to see if you like me as a reader, do the mini option. It's 25 bucks. If you're not ready to invest in a reading, do the $25 reading. It's not that much. So I like to have something open for people who are on a budget. So then this is the part that I was kind of like, I'm not going to go over all of my services, just like the ones that were bugging me. So the other one that was bugging me was before I was doing, I was doing it by question. So I was doing a 1 question, 3 question reading, and then I was gonna switch it over to a 30-minute or a 60-minute reading. But then I really thought about that again. And I was like, after doing the Year of You readings, which were about an hour in length, and they were like 2-part videos, I was like, I don't think I wanna do that again. Because if I do an hour reading, you're gonna pay your money for it, because it takes a lot of energy out of me and it takes a lot of time to do it. So I came up with the option of a 1 question, 20-minute reading, which is the typical one I would do. And then a 3 question, 40-minute reading. So 40 minutes is like a lot easier to handle than 60 minutes. And then therefore it could be a lot less. It's not $100, it's $70. So $50, $70. Those are gonna be like my main readings, right? And then the other one that I'm feeling a little bit iffy about is, so my Layers of You reading, that's my top seller. That one I actually am only pricing it at $80. That one can definitely go up to an hour in length, depending on what comes up for the person. Some people just have a shit ton of stuff coming up in the cards and I just feel like I have to talk forever. And then other people, there's not a lot going on. So, or they don't ask a lot of questions, because the Layers of You, it's 5-layer reading. You can ask 5 questions or up to 5 questions, or I do 5 tiers. So it's like your energy, your love life, your career, your spiritual path, and your future. So it's a fun reading to do, but it is a lengthy one. So I'm pricing it at $80. I was kind of like going back and forth. I'm like, part of me was like, oh, I should charge more. But then I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that. So I'm a little torn, but we'll see. I think I'm just gonna feel it out for this first month and see how it goes, and then we'll just go from there. I also have the new one, which is my Instagram FaceTime readings. So I'm not doing in-person readings. I'm not ready for that yet. Like, I have my own home, but I don't think I'm ready to invite people into my home. I'm just very private, and my husband is super private because of his work. And so I don't think I'm gonna ever go that far unless, like, I don't know, unless we just get comfortable, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. So the next best thing for face-to-face readings is Instagram FaceTime readings. So basically it's like FaceTime, only I don't have to give you my phone number. We just do FaceTime through the video chat on Instagram. So mostly everybody has Instagram. If you don't, we could do it through Facebook if that's what you have. But yeah. And so Instagram FaceTime readings, I have 30-minute readings for $50, 60-minute readings for $100. And I price that one at $100 for 60 minutes because that's an hour of my time that I'm sitting face to face with you guys. So I had to compensate for that one. So that one wasn't hard to decide, because when I was reading in the tarot shops, my in-person readings were the same rate. It was $50 for 30 minutes and $100 for 60 minutes. So that wasn't too hard for me to wrap my mind around. But the video readings, it's a little different. So yeah, so I have a couple other services that I want to add to my website, but I need to just figure out my price range. And I don't know, I kind of don't like how I have the layout where it's like the buy now button, you know? But I gotta see how Squarespace works. Maybe they have a better option. I do miss having the layout of an online shop like I used to with Store Envy, but Store Envy just took out they took out too much money from me. And then they also charged my clients like a $1.99 fee. And I was just like, that's not fair, you know? So that's why I did away with Store Envy. I didn't like it at all. After I worked with them for about 4 years. And after that, I was just like, when I noticed that they were starting to charge like $1.99 to my clients, I was just like, no, It's bad enough you're already taking like 4% out of me, and it's like, then you're gonna charge extra for the client. Like, no, that's not right. So, so that's why I went through the option of like booking straight from my website, but I'm not really liking the buttons and stuff. I feel like it's just too messy. Like, I don't know. We got to see if there's any other templates that I could use. So yeah, so that's my website. I have it. It's right now. You guys could check it out if you want to. It's updated. I have 2 love reading options. So I'm keeping love readings separate from my tarot readings because love readings, I like to go in depth with them, but they always come out super long readings, and I just need to be compensated for that money. I love readings. They're my favorite, but I could talk forever on giving love advice. That's just me. I love. I love being in a relationship. I love giving relationship advice. So I have a love reading. It's $65. It is unlimited questions. It's a 30-minute reading for unlimited questions. So you can ask whatever you want. It's 30-minute reading, but chances are I'm gonna talk my head off and go longer. But I like to kind of give like, it's gonna be a 30-minute reading. Like I like to give an idea, like give you guys an idea of how much it's gonna be, but chances are for most of my readings, I usually talk myself off another 5-10 minutes. So, so yeah, so I have a love reading, and then I also have a love map. And the love map is a $100 reading. It's a 2-for-1 basically. Well, not really a 2-for-1, but it's like a 2-part, two people reading. It's for you and your significant other. So if you and your lover wanted to get a reading together, this is the one you would book. So the love map is like, you and your lover, I'll do a reading for them and for you, separates, right? And then we do a combined relationship reading for like the both of you to kind of see together what your relationship looks like. If you guys had your own specific questions regarding your relationship, we would dive into all of it. It's just your relationship is all mapped out through the tarot cards, basically. So it's a really fun video. It's a really fun video reading. But I had to make that one $100 because I'm reading for 2 people. So that was a no-brainer to price. But like I said, you guys, I have a hard time with like, I have a hard time with pricing my stuff. Because I want to be fair for everybody, but at the same time, I'm not everybody's reader. Like I shouldn't be everybody's reader. And I can't place myself with that responsibility to be everyone's reader because not everybody is going to like the way I read, or they're not going to like me. So, so it's just kind of like the ones that want me and the ones that want to book with me will book with me regardless of the price. And there you have it. So I don't think that I overcharged. I don't think I overcharged, to be honest with you. I really don't. I think I kept it pretty close to like what I feel comfortable with. But there is just like a couple things like my spirit guide reading. I don't know if I want to keep that anymore. I don't know if I want to keep doing those. I kind of want to like dive more into like channeled readings and not have it titled a spirit guide reading because it's kind of like the same thing. I kept my pet readings because those are popular. I kept my energy check-in readings because that's like a doctor visit. Like I have a spiritual doctor visit reading. Like if you just want to know what's going on with you today or what's going on with you, what's up with your energy, like that's the one to book, and it's super affordable. It's $45. So, and it's a 20-minute reading. So it's super easy. We all go to the doctor every so often to get checkups. So why not have a spiritual checkup, right? Okay. So this video is 38 minutes long. I'm going to go ahead and end it now. Thank you guys for listening to me ramble. I'm going to go shopping, and I might do a video of what I bought because I like to watch those videos. I don't know if you're into that, but we'll see. If I bought enough, maybe I'll show you guys what I got. Other than that, have a beautiful rest of your day, you guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye, loves.